Every day in Microblog, we'll be giving you an insight into what's going on in China and what Americans are dying to know about this country's unique culture that's trending in cyberspace. Let's start off with our first question.
How are beggars perceived in China?
The treatment of beggars in China is similar to that in the US. They are simply ignored. Chinese, however, tend to be colder towards beggars because of the phenomenon of fake beggars. Those are able-bodied men and women faking ailments or injuries to make a living off begging off the streets. Still, every now and then, an inspirational story pops up about a real beggar making it on his own. One recent instance in October was Cui Xianren, who had begged ever since a diesel explosion 18 years ago left him with a disfigured face and all but 2 fingers paralyzed. Despite his injury, he wrote calligraphy on the streets to tell his story. His typography eventually attracted the attention of Founder Electronics, the largest Chinese font supplier in the world, which signed him to a 50-year contract and gave him a $7,800 advance. A great deal by Chinese standards. Let's check out what Americans thought of his story.
This makes me hopeful. The company didn't just steal the font from him and plagiarize without anyone knowing. Cool, this guy's a true artist. I'm a Westerner who doesn't know anything about how Chinese calligraphy styles are conceived, but shouldn't it be based on brushstrokes? I am puzzled because he's using chalk and not a brush, but has nevertheless made this beautiful calligraphy style. Nothing better than good news like this. Wow, I'm very proud for him. Xianren, he never gave up. 加油!
And finally, we're going to hear from one of our local web guests, Fluffy, on the issue.
From my point of view, beggars in China can be divided into 3 main types, and the perception varies according to the situation. Firstly is those beggars really in desperate of needs. They may be handicapped or severely ill. As a disadvantaged minority, they deserve to be concerned and helped. Secondly is the group who beg with their street performance of dancing, singing, or playing erhu. They can actually be sorted as a profession, which should win people's respect. However, the last kind, as what I call skillful group, is indeed disgusting. They pretend to be sick or handicapped and take advantage of people's sympathy. This group is never real in China. It is just them who make beggars into cheaters. Chinese people really need to deeply introspect this phenomenon.